This week we face off against Mark Millar's Nemesis, poke fun at the losers, and interview Vasilis Lolos, creator of The Last Call and artist of Pirates of Coney Island.
So I can't be a superhero named Kick-Ass. Very well. I shall become a supervillain, and my name shall be Nemesis!
Wah, wah.
What?
Wah, wah, wah.
That name's taken too?
Wah, wah, wah.
Mark Millar again? Goddamn Mark Millar, he's like the Stan Lee of the 21st century or something.
Nemesis was announced with great fanfare as Mark Millar and Steve McNiven's twist on The Dark Knight, imagining the Joker and Batman as the same character. Now, Millar has a reputation for over-the-top promotion and hype, but more often than not, he delivers on it, having generated a number of fuck-yeah moments over the years. Which may be the reason Nemesis lacks punch. Over-the-top violence, exciting characters, foul language, we've seen it from Millar before. The first issue even featured the hijacking of Air Force One, an idea Millar already presented in Ultimates 2. Steve McNiven has produced some of his best work when he works with Millar, and has received well-deserved praise for his solid and detailed art. However, his pencils for Nemesis are loose, look rushed, and suffer from the lack of an inker. The pale and flat coloring by Dave McCraig also leaves the panels lifeless. Nemesis is not a bad comic, it just doesn't deliver on the concept and the talent of its creators. We give Nemesis 3 oranges out of 5. Also out this week, Marvel Zombies rises from the dead yet again for a 5th miniseries. Writer Fred Van Lent and artist Cano take Machine Man on tour through the multiverse seeking a cure for the undead plague. It's 3 orange silly fun. Andy Diggle and artist Jock's revision of The Losers is coming to the big screen, so publisher Vertigo is reprinting the first issue and the trade paperbacks. It's an action-packed 4-orange thriller about the gray area between the war on terror and corporate interests. And finally, remember the review of Ivan Brandon and Nick Klein's Viking we did a couple episodes back? Get your Norse violence on, courtesy of Image, finally publishing the hardcover collection this week. We gave it 3.5 oranges out of 5.
This week we interview Vasilis Lolos, creator of Last Call, co-creator of Pixu, and artist of Pirates of Coney Island. Arr, arr.
Tell me what you're working on.
I'm working on Last Call 2, and we're also doing with only a collection of my short stories, mini comics, and a lot of new stuff. Mainly sci-fi oriented, but sci-fi doesn't have to be just like, like spaceships and aliens fighting and stuff like that. It's like exploring other worlds. And I'm also thinking about doing a series searching for the Space Grail. It's still forming in my head, and it's going to be good.
You work alone, but you also work with other people. Which one do you think you prefer?
Both. Because if you work alone enough, you realize that you need other people. And when you work with other people, you just want to work alone. So I guess it's it's like a cycle. You kind of need half and half.
Any plans to make any more Pirates of Coney Island?
Yeah, actually we're talking about finishing it up. We're talking about the format, how we're gonna do it. Are we gonna do it with 2 issues, one big issue, or just go straight to graphic novel, which not so keen on doing. I want to do the issues first and then the graphic novel, get more covers.
Are there any other sort of licensed properties that you think you'd like to work on?
Yeah, there's this thing called Strike Force Morituri. It was a superhero Marvel comic book, but it was straight up serious, because the name kind of means the ones that are about to die, kind of like a throwback to Roman gladiators and stuff like that, because they were taking a serum which made them super strong, but they also had an expiration date, and they all had to watch their friends die a really horrible death, and they knew that was coming towards them, so they had to make the best out of life and everything. That's a title that I would like to do.
For more information on Vasilis Lolos, check out his website at vasilislolos.com, or follow him on Twitter as @VasilisLolos. Well, that's it for this week.
Tune in next week for the Season 5 finale featuring Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley.
Same orange time, same orange station. Nemesis! Was that really loud? What happened there? I can't hear very well in my bathing cap. Worst supervillain costume ever. I'm sorry, superhero. Can you speak up? Because I can't hear you through my bathing cap.